Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. If you're new here, welcome. Today is just a little bit of a fitness update, just kind of, get everybody up to speed on what's been going on. My first original video was a discussion of the struggle that I go through in trying to get fit, lose weight, and it's a constant thing. There's videos periodically where I talk about this subject. It is a huge part of my life and something that I know many people struggle with. So hopefully some of you might identify with some of these things and it will be helpful in some way. This last couple of weeks actually, I have been sticking to my eating plan. I have been getting my exercise in, and that's been going really, really well. A couple of weeks ago, I did go off plan for the weekend starting Friday night. We went out to eat with some friends and I had a quesadilla and some chips and salsa. And then the next day, I had barbecue, which is typically fine for me, but I had the sides. Some of those had carbs in them. And then the next day, I went and had Mexican food. Again, it's my favorite. Those 3 days of eating, and while that's pretty much all it wasn't like some crazy thing. I wasn't eating gallons of ice cream or anything like that. It was enough. And Monday morning, the plan was back on track Monday, which I successfully did. Sometimes in the past, it's been very hard to get back on track. But the pain that I was in on Monday was excruciating. I have scar tissue buildup in the lower part of my spine left from my triplet pregnancy, and I've struggled with it for many years since then. And whenever I eat carbs, it will swell. My joints in my shoulders, particularly places where I've had previous injuries, are the first that I will notice. And that area in my lower back swelled up so bad that I could not stand up. I couldn't stand up straight. I looked like a hunchback. I went to the grocery store and I had to lean on the cart, like kind of folded over the whole way we were there. It's just miserable when this happens. It hurts when I sleep. It's awful. And it took about 3 days for me to get my mobility back. I did try to push through it and do my workout and see if I could help stretch things out. Oh, hi, kitty. Madeline. Madeline came in to say hi. Yeah. I just can't eat them. My body will not behave, just won't behave correctly. When I consume them, it's not worth it. The pain that I'm in, the weight that I put on, that weekend, I ballooned up 10 pounds. I was at about 255. It's where I'd been kind of hanging out. And when I got on the scale Monday morning, I was at 265. And I was miserable and I was in so much pain. All that water buildup. Maybe others can eat carbs. I cannot. I'm insulin resistant. And as soon as I put them in my mouth, problems. Problem is they're addictive. Carbs are wonderful. They taste great. They're everywhere. And I just have to be so careful. And so that started a couple weeks ago. Things have been going pretty good since then. I've been doing my exercises, my workout, and that's been going pretty well. That's a big win for me because I hate exercising so much. I've talked about this in my previous videos. And for me to be consistent over this course of time, it's been almost a month that I've been consistent in getting that exercise, really helping a lot with flexibility, mobility, and just feeling better all around. I did have a rough day yesterday. I'm feeling a little blah today. I don't know if that's obvious in the video or not, but I let myself get dehydrated. I just haven't been watching my water intake and keeping my electrolytes in balance. So yesterday, I wasn't feeling too great after my workout. I did a harder workout, struggled, got through most of it. My heart rate kept going up higher, and that was frustrating. I tend to have a high My BPMs typically resting are higher than I want them to be. Part of that's because I have high blood pressure. I take medication to keep it down, but it's weight related. Another wonderful reason to get this weight off. When I would start the workout, my heart rate was starting to get way too high, and I'd have to back off and take, some time to let it go back down. But I just felt really off. Drank some water. I knew that I needed to get some water in. And then later in the evening, it just kind of kept getting worse, and I just kept falling. Ugh. And then my tummy just wasn't acting right at all. I was up a good portion of the night, so I'm a little bit tired today. And drinking water, getting my electrolytes back in balance, taking some extra potassium, magnesium supplements that I use, and starting to feel a little bit better. But it's very, very important, especially with such a restrictive diet that I'm on, to keep those electrolytes in balance. Because a lot of that water weight, when you shed all of that, things kind of get a little out of whack, and you have to be very careful and keep that in balance. So, starting to feel better now, getting things in line. The weight is starting to come off. I'm almost down into 40 land. Very, very close. Should cross over very soon. I've been in this place before, down into the 240s, and then down, crossing over into the 230s. And then let it all slide because I started all those bad habits up again. And the goal this time is to just stop doing that. Stop falling off the wagon. Be consistent. Make this happen. Not getting any younger. This is the journey to get to the next level, to get to the next step, keeping things moving. So far so good. Things are coming together. I'm proud of the progress that I've made. I've got about 3 weeks until the show coming up. I have a pattern that I got for the dress that I'm going to be making for this show. Some of you might know that I also am creative in sewing and that kind of thing. So I have a gown that I'll be making. This is a different style than previously the things that I've worn. I'm kind of excited about it. There's a lot of room for embellishment and those little details that kind of make things pop. So I'm hoping that goes well. But I'm in this place where I don't know what size I want to make the dress. And do I go with where my measurements are now or where I might anticipate that they will be? The only measurements that are really important in this particular gown, because of the cut, are the chest and the waist. The waist even not as much because it's a very A-line sort of shape. So I think just the chest is going to be the important one. And then, of course, the hips flare. So there's, those aren't even necessary measurements for this particular style. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. Well, I'll probably vlog the process of making the dress and put that up at some point as a video so you guys can see all of that. Might even go live a little bit like I did the last time while I'm making the dress. So that could be fun. Well, today's video is just a little bit short. Just wanted to give you guys kind of an update, fill you in on what's been going on for the health journey, as I know some of you are interested in that from my previous videos. If you have similar struggles that you go through, I'd be glad to hear about them. Please leave those for me in the comments. Click like if you like the video, subscribe, click the notification bell so you know when new videos are coming out. And thank you all for stopping by. I hope to see all of you very soon. See ya.